But as for me, I would apply as that kind of a professional liturgy, a battle hymn, a victory song. Because when you see the opening, as he's saying, it's a hymn of Zion. Let God arise and let his enemies scatter. You and I, even in the place of our prayer, when we go out, we to raise that cry to go, God arise and let your enemies scatter. This is where it is dropped from, beginning from all the way back in Numbers, as the children of Israel proceeded, or as they marched through the wilderness to Canaan land, to the promised land that God, had given them. So we are going to go ahead and discuss a verse by verse life application. So this psalm also, we can see it's a movement from conflict and the wilderness to the enthronement and universal worship, a narrative arc that captures Israel's entire theological self-understanding. A people brought out of slavery through the wilderness into the presence of the living God, whose reign will ultimately encompasses all nations. Of course, God reigns and rules over the whole world. Amen. So this psalm is, we can say, is Israel great triumphal processional, a sweeping poetic rehearsal of God's saving act, and we can actually relate with that, or we can apply that to our lives. We can know that God will arise when we call on him to arise. So his compassionate character, God's universal kingship, and his ultimate claim on all the nations make it overruling to all mankind, that God, when he arises, the enemy scatters. And when you call him into your problem, he will show up. And when he shows up, the enemy scatter. Amen.